All right, we are in week one on Moodle once you get logged into it. All right, week one we have create a landscape personal interest collage. And so here are your directions. So a collage is a technique of composing a work of art by pasting on a single surface various materials not normally associated with one another. So they can be a lot of your personal interests, do not have to be normally associated with each other, but we are going to cover the entire page without leaving any of the background document there visible. And so you must have 8 pictures that are brought in separately, and we can use Google Images for that. No white space is permitted, cover the entire page. Any white space will result in multiple points off, and I'll show you how to do that to set the wrapping for every picture. We're going to do that set to behind text, and we'll just start doing that now. So here is an example before we start of someone's, so you can see that you cannot see any of the background, and pictures cover the entire page, and that's what we want. We're also going to label them using these text boxes here. So to start, just going to open up a blank Word document, and you can do that by going to your bottom left corner button. If it's a bubble or just your start button, go up to all programs, and you'll have to get down to the Microsoft Office window, or excuse me, the folder, and in there will be Microsoft Word. So right now we have our blank page, and we're going to go out to the internet and find images to use. And so I'm going to, I'll just go through the start program here and explore. I want to use Chrome, so I might go with Google. Window. Alright, and we want images, so we have to find that selection here. If it's not available to click right from the main Google page, you can go into the kind of 9 square icon and find images in here. But we are in images, and so if you find something that you like, let's say you like your cell phone, or you like having a high-tech cell phone, let's say we just grab one like this, and you're going to make sure that you click onto the image and you don't try to right click from here. It is very unlikely to work. So if you click on it, this is just a preview. Here you actually have the image to copy and paste. So if you right click and you copy the image, go back into Word. I don't want to have it in the header here. You want to be below that and paste. And it's a large image, and this one does have a white background on it, and that is fine as far as covering the background of the page. If it is white, I will be able to click on it and see exactly that it does cover up the background. So from here, right click, and we go to the text wrapping, and we want to set it to behind text. Now there's other ways of getting to this, but this is a very easy one. So when you set it to behind text, now you can move it to cover all the page. So if I go top right corner just to start spacing them out so I can fit them all in and cover all of the space. Now when it's being graded, you will submit it electronically, so when I click on it I can see that this is covered, and so if we were to bring in another image, you don't have to go over the top of these phones, and images with a white background definitely work. And so you're going to keep bringing them in until you cover the page, until 8 of them do. We do need this to be landscaped, so we want to go to page layout, orientation, and landscape. I should have done that in the beginning. And now we can cover that up, and we keep adding them until we're ready to start labeling them. Once we want to label them with text boxes, we want to go to Insert, and text box. Now you're probably used to just typing with text here, and if you were to be labeling these, it would take a long time to be spacing and tabbing to line up over them. And instead, to save a lot of time, we can go to text box in the insert tab here. And the easiest one is probably just to draw a text box. And we can draw it over the top. I'll probably move it so that you can see what I'm writing. And you're going to put some sort of caption or label on it. And from here, if you look at the directions, you must place visible text over every image using text boxes. The text must be visible. This will need contrast. Contrast meaning if the background is dark, you might need lighter colors. If it's a light background, you'll probably stay with the typical black text or anything dark. The last part, you will need to take the borders off of the text boxes and take the background color off, and no fill and no outline will accomplish this. So here, when we click onto our text box, we want to be in the format tab. It'll automatically do that once you first do it, but otherwise you'll need to click format, shape fill here, which always looks like a paint bucket in really every software that you do it in. You can want to set that to no fill, and you can't really tell the difference here, but you will when you have different colored backgrounds. And then the shape outline, which is like a border, and you take off the outline, and now it is correctly labeled. So if we needed to change the text color, we could highlight this, go to our home tab, and here's our font color that we could change to whatever we needed so that it's visible. Obviously has to have contrast with the background. So I could also have this fitted in down here, and we just need to do this for the rest of the page. So 8 images at least, have them labeled with some sort of caption or label, and that is your project. So find stuff that you like, make sure it's all school appropriate, and that is everything for this assignment.